everybody, welcome back to our 2017 GAMA coverage here in Las Vegas. You're watching the Dice Tower, and I'm here with a bunch of people with similar shirts on. So first off, we need to talk about a tweet that was sent out earlier today. Can we talk about this?
So yes, today we announced that Eric Lang is joining CMON as of April 1st, and it's not a joke.
The real April 1st,
Yes.
not
The
fake
real,
April 1st.
right? The real. Okay.
So, and yeah, and we're super excited, and I hope Eric is super excited.
I'm crazy excited. I mean, this has been a long time in the making, right? I've been, so I'm joining CMON as the director of game design.
Okay.
And I'll be doing my role will be very similar to what I'm doing now, making games, but I'm more deeply integrated with the design and development team. We're going to be working on curating and keeping the games up to a level of excellence that we're used to, and just trying to bring it up next level every year.
So you said it was a long time coming. How?
So I've been working with these guys for years, and we've been getting closer and closer. And the teams that, especially the development team, who I'm working with the most, is like we got such great chemistry, and that we work so well together that I kind of feel like I've been an employee for like the last few years.
Right.
And I've been doing most of my stuff for Coleman or Not, so it just felt really, really natural. And one of the things I've been wanting to do is to get deeper and deeper into the game production process. What I wanted to do, spend my time focusing on fewer games, the highest level of quality, and working with the team across even games that are not my own, which I think are it's exciting.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so leading from all of that into a huge bomb just landed in Kickstarter a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago now,
Yep.
right? And so we have a full-blown...
That's a box.
That's a box, yes.
So this is all prototype.
Okay.
So it doesn't come with a zombicide bottom.
Yeah.
So
It does. Oh, man.
Fix that. There you go.
there we go.
That's a game board.
Yes, it is. We can actually flip it if we can.
We can do that.
This is facing us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we put some thought into setting our
guys are
canvas up
awesome.
this time.
That's a miniature?
No, that's a maxature.
We
Yes.
call them bigatures.
Yes.
Wow, man, these are huge.
Yes.
These are miniatures.
They are. All right.
Okay, this is disgusting.
These are also miniatures.
There are bodies hanging from this guy's spear.
Well, so that is an oni. In Japanese folklore, oni are, well, they're evil, and there are quite a few in the game, and they represent one of the many strategies that you can do. The dishonorable strategy, if you want to get oni and do bad things, be a bad guy, there you are.
Right.
There are also non-evil monsters, such as the one in the black box over there. You gotta pull that out. He's just hanging out.
He's just hanging out.
If I must.
I haven't
If you
even seen
must.
this one.
Ooh.
There you go.
This is a miniature.
Jeez Louise.
That is the water dragon.
The water dragon.
Yeah, he's large.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorite Christmas presents I got a few months ago when I first saw the art and then the sculpt for it. Overall, this is the same team as the team that worked on Blood Rage. Mike McVeigh doing sculptures, Adrian Smith doing the art cover to cover, David Preddy as the creative director, yours truly as the designer guy, and this is the band's second album, and it's, even though it has it's Japanese folklore, it's got monsters and gods and warriors. It's a very different game than Blood Rage. So it's, as you can see, this is a more political war game. You played it actually with us at BGG.
2/3 of a game, yeah.
It is more epic and spanning and diplomatic, and less of just an all-out brawl.
Right.
A little bit more indirect. And there's more teamwork, there's more negotiation, alliance making and breaking. I mean, I love this game. It's like gush about it forever. But
Right, yeah. The combat mechanism is a lot different too. So.
That-
We have a little cheat card here.
That's right. So the game is half politics, half fighting. Politics, you guys work together to coordinate actions. It's not a co-op, but when I say work together, like you guys are allies are working together to coordinate actions, to harvest, to move guys around, to pick up resources, Ronin, just straight up points, and maneuvering for the battle phase, which has this little mechanism here where everybody has their hides behind a clan. The clans are all very unique in this game. They are asymmetrical from the start and very, very different from each other. Everybody who's involved in a battle is going to hide behind their screen. They're going to bid money on which advantages that they want to get. And only one player in each battle can win a particular advantage. And then once everybody's bid and revealed, then we resolve. And so whoever wins for example, the advantage of seppuku has the option to go, well, I don't think I'm going to win this battle, so we're going to commit honorable seppuku. Was that sound effect?
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Right?
It's in the rulebook.
It is.
It's a trademark.
It is.
Must make
It is.
that rule.
I don't remember how to spell it. You guys all have to. All of your guys will die, but you get honor, which is important to the game because it breaks all ties. You get honor for everybody killed, and you also get points for everybody killed. So even if you're anticipating that you won't be able to win, maybe you want to take that, or you want to take hostage, where you can just take somebody else's figure off the map and take them hostage. You shame them for points. You take a point out of them. And later on, you have to give them back, and then you get money for them too as ransom. You can hire Ronin, which gives you all the strength of all those tokens that you picked up during the game to add that force. So there's a little bit of unpredictability in the final strength.
Right.
And finally, Imperial Poets, you get to spend money on. You get to figure out who is telling the stories of the combat. So whoever wins Imperial Poets gets points for everybody that died, no matter who killed them and how they were killed. So after all those things get resolved, then the battle is then it's just standard. Whoever has the most figures there just kills everybody else, and then they win the province token, which will be worth points.
Yeah.
So yeah, you mentioned the allies. Stuff,
Yeah. So this, God, I love this. This is so during the game, one of the crucial parts of the game is you have alliances. Everybody has a choice to be. They're all temporary. They only last for one season. There's 3 seasons in the game. You guys can negotiate a bid to whether you want to be alliances or go alone. So these are each aligned with a clan. If you guys, so Guy and I, you want to be friends, we decide yes. If we do, we yin yang, we're together, heart, and we are. I know, but we're buddies for that season. And what that does is during the political phase, you share each of you shares the bonuses for each political mandate. But the drawback is you cannot attack each other. And so if you guys are fighting over the same province, then only the person who wins the most is going to take the province, and they can't kill their allies. So you basically want to be allies with people who are not going after the same provinces as you are. And of course, one of the political mandates is betrayal. I want to call it sudden but inevitable betrayal, but that was too long for a card. You can betray your ally, of course, and then that. The video does a good job of that. It breaks your alliance, and then you get to turn on your ally, and you can do that in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And you can turn their warriors into yours, and it's really powerful and tempting, but you just have to be careful. You don't get betrayed.
Right.
Even if you're not alliance, you can betray without any consequences. So it's always that balance.
That's very cool. So this made a huge splash on Kickstarter. It's still making a huge splash. It's not over yet.
Did all right, I guess.
So,
It's doing okay.
Yeah, it's doing okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So not to overshadow what you may have coming up later on, we have that as well. Correct? God.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
We do have.
Let's-
That is a game. All right. Yes.
I love how he's like,
Yeah.
God, can we talk? Yes, of course we can talk.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
The Godfather.
All right, goodbye, Rising Sun.
Get out of here, Rising Sun.
See you on Kickstarter.
Now this one has been in the works for a while too.
Yes, it has.
I mean, you were demoing it last year at CMON Expo, were you not?
So yeah, we had it at CMON Expo. We actually, Eric announced it at the last GAMA,
Right.
I believe, on the Dice
Yes.
Tower. He talked
That's
about
right.
it. So yeah, so that was a year ago that we talked about it. You know, it's now approaching its actual release in July. So
Okay.
July 28th is when it's going to come out.
Very cool.
And actually, some stores that are part of our CMON Play program will actually have it for people on July 14th.
Oh, okay.
Exclusively 2
cool.
weeks early. So yeah.
Support your friendly local retailer.
Yes, and this
Yeah,
because this is
cool.
direct to retailer. There's no Kickstarter.
Right.
So, and now we have a lot more to show than the last time, which was just a
Okay.
box.
That's a true,
Yeah.
that is
Yes.
a true fact.
I will note on this that the metal and the plastic is all final, but we have prototype boards and cards right now.
Okay.
So
Yes.
So this insert is also final?
Yes.
Okay.
it is a cool mini or not game. So
We
it's,
have
there are, of course, chock full of cool minis, including, Sam, just for you.
What is this?
I think
The first player marker for you, the horse head.
Oh, wow.
I think they want it. Do we want it facing?
I was just remarking to somebody how this was like something I would, if somebody ever did this to me, it would be very, very disgusting. I mean, who
It's-
puts a horse head on the bed?
Marlon Brando.
I know he did, but it's just disgusting.
Do you think Don actually went there personally and put it in the bed?
No, he had people do it.
Now we've got this board. The final board won't be a puzzle like this. So no worries.
Be pre-assembled.
The colors and everything are
They're better, actually. They're going to be more saturated, more
Yes.
vibrant.
Okay.
This is,
Okay.
we had to do a
Gotcha.
print job.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the board art, the board art is all done.
Yep.
The art is all by Carl Kapinski. It's freaking amazing. And so the game is. There you go. Oh, and suitcases.
Yes.
Yep.
Those are important.
You played this with us, right, Sam?
I have not actually.
Oh,
Z and Tom did, I believe. But yeah, I haven't had a chance yet. The detail on these models are
The
amazing.
Don.
oh, you said you.
Oh, I don't know. That's not him.
Where's a good place to put him? I guess in the Act 1.
Yep. So the Godfathers, this is the big box strategy game based on the first movie, The Godfather, which is played over 4 acts. It's 2 to 5 players. We've been working on this game for a long, long time. We spent a lot of time playtesting and polishing it. It works well at 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's played over 4 acts of the first movie, so hopefully no spoiler alert, but it's been around for a while. Right?
Yeah, right.
Over so we have this wonderful Marlon Brando figure is going to walk us through the 4 acts of the movie. In each act, you guys are playing the other family members, and you're running their families, and each of us is trying to run an honest family business while this is going on. And at the end of the game, when Mr. Corleone does his spoiler alert, we want to be the one who runs the best business, who has the most money in their suitcase, and that will be the successor to they'll be the heir to the throne. So the entire game is about money. You're a mob boss. It's a hard life being a mob boss. You are going to be putting thugs on thug placement, I call it. You're putting thugs on businesses to shake them down to get rewards, to pick up money and goods, and illegal goods to complete jobs for Monsieur Corleone. And all of this, of course, is to make money. That's everything. Money is what it all boils down to. The problem that you have is that all these things that you pick up are all cards, and they go into your hand. Money in your hand is not worth anything. It's, again, hard life, mob boss.
Okay.
You have to. You need clean money. You got to launder your money. So one of the things you have to do is get you guys going to these places to give you suitcase actions, which let you suitcase it.
Okay.
Single bills, and you get to put them in your suitcase. Only money in your suitcase counts at the end of the game. So no matter how much you picked up here,
Right.
it's not good. The other problem that you have at the end of a round, after the turf war is done, and after you guys have put your guys on the map, is the Don Corleone demands a tribute, and you guys all have to discard down to a hand size. So if you picked up everything and you haven't suitcased anything, you're going to end up throwing a lot of cards away.
Wow.
So you have to build a efficient engine of gathering stuff and suitcasing it. And of course, a little murder on the side, right? So the jobs that you do are all, I mean, they're all right out of the movie, right? You can order drive-by shootings to gun down other figures and put them face down in the river. Face down, sir.
Yep. There you go.
You sleep with the fishes.
It's down, sir.
And other cool jobs. I have all the drive-by shootings. So you can see my playstyle preference. There's bribery and extortion and muscling in, muscling out.
Okay.
You can move people around the map. You can extort people and pull money out of their suitcase. And of course, finally, after all is done, you also get to bribe powerful new characters, powerful new allies that give you cool abilities for the rest of the game, extra actions that you can take that are very, very powerful and synergize with different strategies. They all go into your hand, but to bid for them, you have to use money in your suitcase. You've got to spend money to make money.
Right.
Everybody, the allies will all be out here in a given round, and all of you guys have to bid simultaneously from your suitcase in order to get pick order. So everybody's going to choose simultaneously. Of course, you can table talk all you want, and that's why the suitcase, you get to put them all, your bribe money in the lid of your suitcase, and when you're all done, boop.
That's cool.
Reveal. That's like, I love toys, but it's got to be practical.
Right.
You reveal your bids. You lose all the money that you bid for, but first place will get to pick one. Get first pick. Whoever put the most money down will get first pick. Second most money gets second pick.
Gotcha.
Tie is broken from the horse head clockwise.
The horse head clockwise.
And then these guys go into your hand, give you cool stuff.
And then some of the allies even, so like the mayor they'll have you actually moving these other little neutral figures that aren't part of any of the specific families.
Right. They give you extra cool influence. Like the mayor's like having an extra family member. One of the twists of this game is, like I said, thug placement. You get to put guys down here to...
that phrase is going to be coined. That's
how I think of it.
Yes. Okay.
So you do the worker placement thing where you put a thug here and then you shake down the business. You get this thing. In this case, you get a new job from the job deck. Nobody else can do it. But one of the twists is that your family members would have these circular bases. You get to put them in zones of control, and they get to shake down entire regions.
Okay.
So if I put my family member here, I get to shake down the front end of all businesses.
The back end, actually.
Yes.
The back end. You're right. Of all businesses of every region that he's touching.
Okay.
And of course, but if you put them out early, they may get gunned down. You lose that. So there's two types of placement, and then of course, after all that is done, there's turf war. Whoever has if anybody has a clear lead and influence, which is thugs and.
So yeah, if we have...
Right. So say, for example, here, this green has one influence here. Oh, he's a jerk. The neutral people do gum up your influence as well.
Yep.
So if green and, right now, green and neutral have one, but yellow has a clear lead. So they actually get to put a turf marker on that.
Under that tree.
Which is under that tree.
And we have more cards.
There's so much stuff in here. Yellow player, they actually get to put a turf war marker
In the region here.
in the region.
Okay.
They own that region. That's
Yep.
And so this is going to give you a bonus at the end of the game. Whoever controlled the turf for the longest, and then and in future rounds, any thug that goes in here will give the bonus to the turf owner as well as themselves.
Wow.
And then in the case of this one, who would own that? Like, would
It ties, so it's a bounce. You have to have a clear lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And that's it. And as the acts go on, more stuff gets unlocked.
and there's these blank spaces here. Those are actually filled up
As the game goes
as the
by.
game plays.
As the
With
game.
new
Yeah, with
businesses.
new businesses.
New businesses,
So that
yeah.
the businesses can kind of shift every time you play.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously these few set ones, but each time you play, there'll be
Yep.
other businesses that pop up and need shaking down.
That's very
They
cool.
need it.
So it's a 60 to 90 minute game.
60 to 90
We've gotten some of our 2-player games go down to like 45 minutes. It's really clippy, but it's pretty tough. Like there's a lot. You have a lot to consider, right? You're not only considering what do I want right now, but what do I want for turf war later on in the game strategically. And of course you got to launder all your money.
Okay.
That's the game.
very cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I love the minis too, man. I mean, they're
really
just
cool.
they're so detailed, you know?
Yes.
That's the thing
And they're
about
very
them.
classic.
Yeah. Yeah, just the different poses that they all have.
And so I don't know if we mentioned
Outfits.
So there's the Don Corleone miniature, and all the other families are actually new families. So.
Okay. The artwork on the cards, is that original artwork,
It's all
or is
original.
is it drawn from a movie or anything like that?
No, this all of it's original art by Kopinski. The only one being the Don.
Yeah.
But it's still even that is new art by Kopinski. So
Correct.
this
Yes.
cover
Yeah.
and everything, so
Yeah. It's not like stills or anything.
No.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So this is set for, you said July?
Yep, July 28th in general.
Overall.
And then CMON Play stores. We'll have it 2 weeks early on July 14th.
Very cool.
And
All right.
yeah, we'll have plenty of chances for people to play it at like Origins and by Gen Con it will be out, but we'll still have it there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, people will have a chance to get their hands on this before it's out.
Okay. Very cool.
So for those of you who are fans of
Oh yes.
Song of Ice and Fire, there may be one or two of them out there.
Just a couple.
These are. Oops. Sorry.
Word.
Can we
check out the mountain?
can we throw these against the wall like you?
Those are resin.
Don't throw the resin.
These are resin masters, my friend. Please don't.
So
Sick
yeah.
on that.
Eventually you'll be able to, yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes.
But yeah, once it comes out, they will be pre-assembled plastic. So you can throw them in if you like.
Okay. So will they be single molds?
They're pre-assembled.
So but
yeah,
they're not.
okay.
Even if they're
Pre-assembled.
multi-part, they're
Yes.
pre-assembled, so in the box it comes
Yeah,
ready
so,
to play.
yep.
Very cool.
I love the mountain.
Man, that's a big,
And he's so to scale too.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Just doing the mountain
it was a
thing.
very careful work in getting all the scaling and all the universe down tightly together, because it's very important to keep faith to the IP, and
No, of course.
and fans of course expect to relive the famous battles and also to create their own. So it's a big part of getting these guys just as imagination as you have as you read the novels.
Yep.
So you can see how he towers head and shoulders over the regular
Right.
guys there.
Yeah.
So what you have here, you've got a cavalry unit over here, an infantry unit, so you can see the difference. We don't have the thing, do we?
Not yet.
Okay.
So what Eric is alluding to is that it's a rank and file style game. So instead of controlling individual models, you get to control units. So there will be plastic trays. The most basic one being a tray with 12 slots for these guys, and you get to control those trays. So
Okay.
that does give you that massive sense of
Right,
scale,
epic.
because you see all these mini miniatures in the field, but you get to control them in a very very easy way, right? It's very tight to control, very streamlined.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a super. I mean, for a tabletop miniature game, I've been playing miniature games for like my whole life. This is super accessible. I'm really happy that about the direction.
Yeah, I think the first time I was actually shown this game, it was like you said, it might at first there was seeing the number of miniatures that you can get on the board, but then experiencing the rules, it was. As soon as I played that first round, it was done. Like I just knew how to
Really?
go.
That
it was
fast?
super easy. Yeah,
Yeah,
and what
absolutely.
was
Wow.
nice is because as Kyle was mentioning, with the number of miniatures you can get, like especially with the trays and everything, and no matter how many guys you're getting in this battle, those rules are still the same, easy to follow
Okay.
rules. You're not going to have to add all these weird things in and keeping track.
Yeah, it's also very important in keeping in tune with the accessibility. It'll be very easy for you to just pick up a box out of the
Yes.
shelf, sit down and play, because it
That
comes.
box.
That box.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a starter set, so
Yeah.
it contains approximately 90 miniatures.
90?
90. Yeah, it's about as big as Massive Darkness for the box. It contains a lot of value, a lot of replay, because you get the two factions with significant presence on the map, so that you can customize the way you deploy leaders and heroes. So there's a lot of scenario cards as well. There's a lot of play in this one.
How many
And,
scenarios will it have? Do you know?
it's still too early to talk how many, but there will be scenarios that give you objectives for that session, for that specific session.
Okay.
And then, so the other type of box is the unit box, which comes with about 12 for infantry and 4 for cavalry, and those you just pick up and you can add to your armies as much as you want to.
Okay. So each scenario will you be using all of the models for your side, or is it going to be you only use
It's
this?
point by.
It's
Yeah.
by points.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
point system. Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
so
I'm
go ahead.
super hard to please when it comes to miniature games.
Yeah.
And I played this in Brazil. I love it. Like
Really?
I did a really good job on this one.
Wow, that's cool. So what's your timeline for this one?
So we expect a Kickstarter in Q3,
Okay.
but the Kickstarter will be only for the core box and a few units for Stark and Lannisters. But the idea is to have a strong retail presence with everything else. So all the other boxes that expand this factions and new factions will go to retail.
Okay.
So we want to make sure
Straight
that,
to retail, no Kickstarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. We want to make sure that, because we know to have that community and to keep this going strong, that it needs to have those regular releases.
Yeah.
So, we just get it off the ground with the starter set and on Kickstarter, offering the retail pledges to our retailers who want to be part of that. And then from there, it's regular between units and hero boxes and things like that. I don't know if you mentioned the hero boxes where you can get like the famous characters from the novels
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
everyone wants to play with.
Yeah, that's one of the main ways you can customize your army, because the heroes, they also are deployed within the unit just like that. Perfect.
Okay.
So, and they naturally not only enhance the unit's capabilities, but they also add something unique. So they add more powers, they do a range of effects with all the units around them.
And what's cool, actually, so,
Yes.
very different feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Because each one gives its own unique.
His power
spin.
is so cool because when Gregor is actually part of your thing, your guys are harder to rout because they're more afraid of him than they are of the enemy.
Yeah. And what's interesting with some of these heroes too, though, is some are not about the battlefield. Some are more about politics and intrigue. So those characters will still be represented, affecting battles on the sidelines, but they'll still have actual miniatures and everything like that. So we've the development team has really captured like every aspect of the novels and like what you expect from those characters in that world.
That's a direwolf.
That's a direwolf. That's
Yep.
a Greywind. Rob's a direwolf. He
Yep.
can only be deployed, for example, if you have Rob in your army. So there are little
Really?
tie-ins like that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
He was mentioning characters like Cersei Lannister or Varys, which do not have a immediate presence on the battlefield, so they have their own little dashboard to the side,
Right.
and they have some powers they can activate per round.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
super cool.
That's cool.
It's Game of Thrones. You can't have Game of Thrones without politics and intrigue, right? So
Right.
even though you're doing the mass battles, you still have the cool behind-the-scenes stuff going.
So you have the different color resins here. Are
Yes.
the models in the base game also going to have different colors
Yes,
as well?
and
This is Lannister.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is that's a yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's an approximation of the color, so it's a spray painted resins
Okay.
to give you an idea. But yes, you can expect pre-assembled colored plastic figures here.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Terrain, all that kind of stuff. What are you guys thinking on that one?
Yes.
Perhaps.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Right now we're still very, very early and just kind of showing it off, and
Yeah.
we've still got a lot of exciting things to come as we get closer to the Kickstarter.
Okay.
It's safe to say that this is a fan service game, right? This is we're doing what
Oh, yeah.
we're doing what fans of the series really are expecting.
Yep.
But there's a couple little surprises in there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. So, we got anything else you want to talk about?
Yep.
We do.
Okay.
We have a few things.
All right.
You know.
A few things.
Can you put those here?
Okay, so Banana Bandits is a cool game because one of the reasons like that first attracted it to us was just the table presence, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have this on right? Yes. So what's nice is just out of the box, you unless you're me, which has trouble actually
Would you like some help?
Nope, I got it. I've been holding this mic. I've been training. My big moment. All right, Eric.
There we go.
I did it.
Yep.
Look at that.
Is the immediate table presence and how easy it is. So this is we just opened this box and we've already kind of got this set up, which
Yeah.
is nice. The whole goal of Banana Bandits is that the big boss of the Banana Bandits is done. He's retiring. So now we've got all of these other people who are part of that, who are these guerrillas who want to be the next big boss.
Right.
And they have to do that by fighting their way around the tower, collecting coins, and then getting to the top of the tower, converting these coins that they've collected from the other members of the Banana Bandits into these banana coins up here. Once someone gets 3 of these coins, they're the new boss.
Oh, okay.
Super easy. There's only it's a very quick game. All combat and defense is done with just everyone rolling these simple dice. there's only there's I think 5 actions people can take on their turn. They can move, fight, pick up these coins. Yep. A free action if you're at the top, you can convert your coins to the bananas.
Or you can refill your hand of cards.
Yes, or lower level. Yeah, or if you're down here by the street level, you can draw up to 5 cards.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's very fast-paced, very intuitive. The cards that he's mentioning are all different cards that actually kind of affect different actions you're taking in the game. So they may add and help. So we have things like steal 1 card, and you can play that and just do what it says.
You can add dice to your attack. Or
Yeah,
to
we have
defense.
add dice,
Yeah.
and then there's cards like so banana power here that says, so this means it's action point. All of the actions you do have an action point.
Okay.
In this case, you can only use this one if you're using an action point to fight, and it's giving you +1 die.
Okay.
And it's very simple. If I was attacking Eric, I would.
Of course you're attacking me.
Well, of course I am. So I would roll a very bad attack because it's only 2 fists. To defend, he would roll again those same dice.
Get him. Oh, it's
So
a
we're
tie.
both very. Okay, so Eric won. So he would defend, nothing happens. But so actually, I need to have this guy up here. If this was Eric and I did win, I would actually then be able to move him
And
up to
drop this.
Yeah, up to 3 spaces. So let's just say I'm going to move him this way. 1, 2, 3. He actually goes around.
Yep.
And then every space he was knocked out of, he leaves a coin.
Oh, wow.
So he drops his money.
Is that out of a pool or out of his
Out of a pool,
stash?
yeah.
Out of a pool,
Out of a
yeah.
pool,
So
okay.
so there's these 4 little containers down here that the coins sit in for you. So he would drop those, and then I would have to do my move action, and get over here and actually spend actions to pick up those
it up,
coins.
yeah,
And
okay.
then once you've collected 3, not counting your own coins, you use coins from other people in the gang that you've taken them from. You can convert those to the banana.
How many actions do you get per turn?
3.
Yeah.
3?
3 out of those.
Do you have any cards that give you extra actions
Yep.
and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah,
Of course. Yeah.
but it's all it's very simple, fast paced, and just kind of that. It's got a very fun, tactile experience to
Yeah.
it, with great
It's
table
like a King of the
presence.
Hill type.
Yeah,
presence.
it's just we were
King of
like
the banana.
King
Yes.
of the banana. Okay, the hill of
The
bananas.
banana hill.
yeah, and we
banana.
feel like it fits right in with games like Potion Explosion and
Yeah.
Raise Your Goblets that
Okay.
just encourage people to. It's like really just look at it, right, and just
Yeah.
have fun with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a centerpiece and everybody plays around it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this we don't have the final price on it yet.
Okay.
And it's coming out in Q3.
Okay.
So it's coming up, and we're excited. It's just another one of those kind of light games that people can pick up if you're saying don't have time for a rising sun or something like that. It just gives something a little something different.
All right. Very cool. All right. Well, I guess, guys, we thank you so much for stopping by and showing off Banana Powers. But this is called Banana Bandits.
Yes.
And so thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining us. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.